Ebusia mamu nyina kwa ba sonko edeba obramu nsem adwumede live e Ghana's #1 TV station ha say Ctv so ene dia meje so na no pay ene Gagantuan lady ohine wa kesebo ahene yehia ye ba bedi enkomo efa no my Ghana ho sane ebe ya eto de bia nim de bi wo ha wo hia ema wabrabo titu na say ye twro din na wakọ obi fie na wo kotro ne din wo pe ne ho nsem ne ho data wase we kura no sabe wo mo agi wo mo de koye den na so bia na ye ka ye kempunto mapa wo sefata on pesua no so ye citizen na wotua to a sefata sese wo sika na wotua no ye de ye bibi e de ama obat dodo na se ye tro se o gaga da vi ye ba be fie kwa na mapa bebi akwa akotem enti ena no pe ye ba bedi ho enkomo ahwe se ne Ghana ho nkomo asi atie na ye ka ne se obetimi ajoin ye live e wo ye Facebook page no aye CTV Ghana you like it share then you comment issues ahodro akoso my Ghana mu a ye nua be ma na no to da ko edi kind dadam ene na powerful edi ho nkomo a ebre mu de ye de na enye politics ye hwe social issues a esefata se wusua de efrimu na nipa ye ne bedi nkomo ya maame a empa bi etwemu ko na samba ya sembi odi to dwa ma Ghana for kasa bebre na I think say na it was a recommendation or susuye bi odi ma say nkebe ya said nkwala miensa at least ehwana me hu say Ghana for ye power papa obi say na da me wo be ba one na ebe he no Dr. Leticia Adelaide appear wonom executive director National Population Council and ano pay yensa kana ye bedi nkomo owo me akwaba na for what is adum ya danyame ase ba yensa se midim sa issue no what say lambastem pe course wo kro ha
but me pese me chechiri mu kakra
okay
sa issue no
sa issue say
yes me pese me chechiri mu kakra ansa na ya to aso uhwe even ye NHIS na ana uhwe ye educational system aban ka say obema compulsory basic education me a doctor me on PhD nya aban ni tuaka intino aban anka say menye PhD but aban say obema compulsory basic education into the recommendation is aban ntimi nya bibia untimi maten untimi wo 10 na aban hwe wo mo intino eche say aban ntimi ka say metimi ahwe dodo say enkan no full course recovery sana omen bia ye even muhasi amuye adwuman sabi imema ne betimi de yerenem 5 ma 50 aba mama hwo so there's a limit omo ka say
edu hopa o makate no
nso omo nka say mema mo ware nnum enwu 50 but eno no eye wo echese wo choice NHIS mimi nyaaya na nke cosmetic surgery nka mako ye bi but NHIS does not support cosmetic surgery. It doesn't mean say Ghana for any cosmetic surgery. But sinke ka say ubetimi awo edu ubetimi ay cosmetic surgery ubetimi ay ohwini surgery I think obi aba akoye na ho na betua what I say in NHS say ye hwe ne ka ho ECG the same omuye no 50 watts no a lifeline uko no na tariff no kosoro enye sa na omuye no exactly inti no ye wo ba bia so that is the application that Omantia said no but at least to be is okay.
But how did you feel?
Well, I felt that we needed more education. I really felt we needed more education because I didn't take it personal. A son said you go to school to impact your society. That is what education is for. Intimi makwa kusunya bibi na se mama meka and say na just say
nya okosuan no
enya humfaso. What I said is a man enya humfa na financial loss because why do you educate people and the condition stays the same? Then we might as well be in our ignorance and let the conditions stay the same. What I say until I just saw say we needed a bit more education because baby it's done everywhere. Even universities, say uko university say we SHS Legon ka say cut off point. I don't know be an cut off. I don't know mon ka say mo amawie SHS nyina mo nyina mo besin ko. We so mo nyina ko.
All the chaps everything.
Obi akwa akogum. Because I don't have soldier for me, me family say me ko soldier. Soldier has a limit. They have criteria for we. Some people now want to say. If we do not see say we are having healthy women to have healthy children with healthy time in her. You be wusa, you be kwa year all the time. your fence and gone too soon. Your life expectancy is lower than we say. So that is it. I really didn't take it personally.
Okay, Dr. Barosha, Ghana for you too much, Anna. Because you see, maybe now many your makeup artists needing common notches and you chrome crano, nipa bakwa 19, assessor was so many.
About a year behind me, Papa Baku 25, and Chrome Naka Dunsia. Dunsia no crowns went to me and see your papa.
Nipa Dunsiano.
And I said Dunsiano, and that's someone united HS for since your papa. What I say. So life is full of choices. It's biblical. What I say. So I put before you life and death, but the choice is yours. Intino ube kakra ena ho aso ena omu nyina graduates na omu nyina nyiache na nso nyiache na uwe yetimi asie wiye ana say ube ni bebre na kakra sope gari aso obi anya protein nti obi antimi nso ahwe na omu ho bebre. So what do we want? The balance between the numbers and the quality. It's a choice we have to make. So
you still stand by your word to say ka ebeya young with three.
You see, it is not even my words. It is science. What I say? It is science, and even our data, statistical service data, shows it. You see, there is timing for everything. That's what the Bible says. Also, there's timing for everything. Pregnancies below 18 years are not desirable. Mortalities are high. As a country, you see, you perceive reduce maternal mortality. We cannot reduce maternal mortality if we let our teenagers go through something that teenagers are not supposed to go through. That is one. The second condition is inter-pregnancy intervals between 2 and 3 years. You have healthy mother, healthy baby. So that is supposed to be maintained. And then documented pregnancies above 3, mortalities are higher. So why would you want to, as a police force, say me and high more than 100 kilometers on the motorway? It is all to protect the individual. What? Yet me call 120 and I'm
oh yeah, 140
crack. 160 crack. Exactly. No more number. What I say? Now say 140 once is not so type higher. How now be who say? In Kako 100. Kebianka can never say. Kebianka can never say, but you know, everything in life has rules and regulations. You can ignore it to your peril, you can adapt it, and it will serve you. It's all in the Bible. Because
before answer no na me name confo bi di nkomo no say sa issue na raising I think say anko mo hwe dem say Ghana for ebebo hu de ro na yetimi aye ho ncheche na didi akwase honom especially in crossing because the rate I say pressure e wo infrastructure no so e wo krom ha say and we show demonstration recently e koso
instead of no mo yeye mi mum but I think Ghanaians should learn something. You should learn to attack the message, not the messenger. What I say? It is important that you attack the message, not the messenger. But if you attack the messenger, then you cow everybody. You've been trying to get them, and I don't begrudge them, because who wants to be attacked? Nobody, apart from Jesus, and He's only one.
Ghana, I think say as a Dr. Pia worker no quite so I don't know we in fact bebre na majority yet issue na yentina say any analysis of the issue onipa na or convener of the issue no or no nice attack mostly common and especially your background na then they refer you to your family kwasho mama kwasho papa just say send you city and say when your baba say oba den akukọ nini ba edene same position bi wa ye do to kra besum.
Oh, but I think say just say usum because you see I think it's an honor say umai be who say yes adwuma we because within 10 years you will not be there again. What I say within 10 years you will not be there, another cohort will come, and it is an honor say, amongst 30 million people you should be in a position to serve. And you should know that leadership is attack and it's lonely game. Because you see, especially when you are ubia antiasie. Ubia antiasie. Untimi so nkase omo antiasie ntino. And they be crucify odie, but at least if you believe in what you are doing now, you go forward. After all, my consolation is omo be yeye me and the beauty omo ntimi po yeye Omo ye wo wachi.
What him so be who in person or be very crowd to get close.
And omo ye me wo wachi. No be ye wo wachi there. Na je say you da di wachi. Into there's no big deal. What I said. So that keeps you going and then you move.
Oh, I love this. I think say na your mama ba wa say men cry because ya na enye easy. Ama madu do na de bia say e ka wo mo hye e wa brabo. E was nko otimi ko position bi wo wa. E was so do but Ghana fo bi ni nyina. One no some more be better say odabi. Say position we pa me kwaje ebedi matamo de won konti and I think say mama sa motivation ya no mo twa de ato de ama na ya che e de ama Ghana madu do situ ni mebu na mpese wo mo pem e ko mo nim na bebia ya mama edri wo mo so etimi do sam pempen so the bad yan share why population.
And so before we go why population, there's a price to pay. The price to pay ni say you should be good at what you do. What I say, you should know what you do. You should really know what you do. And don't even when they hit you, you are still standing. But if you don't know what you do, then when the storm comes,
that will shake it.
It's still biblical. When it's not on a rock, then you will shake. So you should still know what you do. But I think, maybe old school no, manya debate to crowd down. Manya be that.
Are you saying?
I'm serious. Me school for be enemy because I was a very quiet, reserved person. Yes, manya be that. Ubeti me come school am akoni na be enemy. Manya be that. Just say.
So how come?
That's what I'm saying. Say God has a mission for everybody, and when the time comes, you cannot say no. Manya be that. Ubeti me be same kola kwa chimota ubi enemy.
Because mostly no more you outspoken, you more go school, hey, debate no more name. But obi a one year way in every meaning say a Jumano usuya na ye ukremo de you know what you are doing into attacks the background you don't care.
Exactly so.
Another motivation for us, but population on command pay say in fact I am the first part the personality profile on the low side. I just say I think someone in person I'm telling you, I'm the host here. But because I won't run and go for an office or say, but wouldn't minka. I brought with any penny in person and then crown a man crown a boy a pomoding. Because over be crown not why at a point no, I was a would did the wouldn't mean it because with health you are fighting for your own life. And I think St. Catherine in your bad.
Next 60 years. You want my 3 girls. I'm school be a year, now we now.
Next year, I was
60
years. You don't look like it.
I don't.
Wow. Wow. If I tell you, next year, now your mom, Dr. Leticia Adelaide, appear 60 years. But on some times, I'm requiring you. It was easy. So my young common so why population in this country?
Population here pa Krobia number 1 issue population. Krobia mention the crew and I will tell you population. It's say to the BIA say Ghana Africa our natural resources. Natural resources is not the number 1 resource of any nation. Because quality population and the team harness is a natural resource. Petrol ni shefom eno ambasoro enipa woni mdie ena beye machines ena beye we ena aba amayanya de agu ye kam ka no kura nipa na yeye so what I say enti no country bia the most important in human resource and the natural resource because without the human capital the natural resource cannot be used. So that is why. And population also has rules and regulations, which is also in the Bible. In the beginning informs the end.
Okay.
So what I say. Inti senya yebewu, baby a yebewu, se uma meti ansa na onyi nsen wo will determine your outcome.
Baby, I would tear what didn't say one.
Yes.
And Yansu so what brabo.
Exactly. Because if you are near mommy bedi, yes, who would see me amity. You are a product of what your mother ate and what you are eating. Into the beginning is what your mother ate. Into some aminas or koshokonas or the woo. Now you're pretend baby. Free SHS Beba said, Usia dear, intimate. Then you are the seed. And into now, ye farmers now, they sow the best seed in season for the best yield.
Nemreso, a brand so say, way near the Amidesha for more. Yes, Minions. And at first, so Nanka woman do a banner a prono. And a science chair says, open your papa, would your papa. Into Nusa woman harvest here. Papa no, and no more the tour for the next harvest. In the panso, Sabi, you are your quasas. It's any na pet. Into then a buy your life for dear. Yet Tibisha no be already 10 years on him. Obi already 12 near Tonomonan on him. No 10 no, on one year. Into young crowfoot 2 or moon year. Into that numbers no, increasing. That is why population and the beginning is so important. The reason why I human DNA say, Omo ye kuma woman, ye ni momo, ye woman poye. Omo momo kuma woman, muni momo. Debbie. Nasa me ni meba wo be. And so me say, transudi after 18 and sana wanyim, sana akolano, are healthy now, so I healthy. So what I say. But Omo mutu was so many malaria and some of them mutus. Until only a malaria as mutu can be one ordin, yes, sir. Aha, so what I say. A country be or drain a Dutch, just say or drain population. Because cemetery way, and I say, come, mammy, I will meet to Lord Quansua. If you are not come doctor, but baby, I will meet 2 yintino. If you are not my ye fencing. Bibi Fufro. So what I say. Into the beginning really informs how long you live, how well you live, and how productive you become. Okay. What I say. Yeah. Into see I'm sure no and then you know a ripple effect. What I say. Ya new way ya into unya healthy. Into your health bill will becomes big, but the health outcomes are poor. Your health outcomes are poor. Your educational bill will be big, but the educational outcomes are poor. And then it goes on and on and on and on. Into your natural resources, into you need engineers or my rigs are that's rigs and one any pan. Into the yabro for the ban or my bed to know. And as a natural resource in your coupon edition, on your dear. A better would dear when you are able to transform. You see, young coupon, yes, young coupon the sheba, young coupon the mamba, young coupon my banchi, or mouth fool. David. I want you with him, dear, now bed dad, and now bed dad before. Ube bomb pie bunch in 200 years. And Nanny Gary, and Nanny Agulima, and Nanny Fufu. Sure. And Nanny Agulika group. Yeah. And Bayer bunch in our pro. Okay. Sanity. But my young Ghana say, yeah, no more Bayer population and houses census now, yeah. Mubode roach Ghana for Momotias here. The reason why India was here, dear Wishimo. Because of you on my own home fast, so what's that? See, I can only padu do a woman, or be all so fast. I just say it cuts across. Because Sabi, think I mentioned me back last year. And at this year, me buy and I say, you can't do so. And now you do me. Schools now, you're babysino. You bet me, yes, Yama, if you are 10. Into Montema was what? Send one who sent a data na ebe kan ye no so no. And only a day adwuma. Eboa. But say your policies now you are related to the data. Who will connect it? That's why we have leadership to help everybody. Okay. So what I say. Inti enkasenya will be some say 3 na say data. Menyesa nam kan. Osim nam kan. Nam say nam kan. A data nature. A data nature. Inti no say ka say yesi school wa ha, ye hospital wa ha, ye say, and now yense san your habit because data nisi say ya. What you say? But say ya bana ya say yesi school, but we are not relating it to the data. How are me the ordinary person supposed to know? Until we are not linking it, so we have to link it for people to know. Say, where a beji ye, send ye no. Say, ye a census no kiosk be bree. What are we doing about it? Is a housing unit a kiosk
So what are we doing about it?
I just said no boil it down to housing deficit. Yeah, we has.
But housing deficit, you know, say who want to learn housing deficit. So it is actually the root, the beginning of everything.
Okay.
Because here we be here you, be here house, be here electricity, be here way. Now, my minimum no be no money no.
Na basic amenities you offer free. What
the issue no so say aban nya adwuma, aban je taxes. What I say? Inti no ma me na we di 14 na wa wo no emu na wontu tax na ye hwe no. Ono so awa ne se ne ba be ka ho no. Na ono so be di 20 na ono so awa ka ho no. And just say you have so many people but very few taxpayers. And if you have few taxpayers, I just say what Benz na car wa park you be agum. Say engine no enche ebebo
ewusanti ne nya ya bo ne na nkrom ase enti ya ma me Dr. Afia na eguso ayedi nkomo fa no population wonti ye besre. I think some will make you point about o say ya na ye talenti timemofo na ye beka ye kra no ya na ye hyede nya so eye hwan ya sede so obeye se adwuma na maye na me meto me hu so ye beka me no Ghana for ye say so far abind when what they beka in terms of infrastructure.
You see, the issue is, I mean, a doctor, and I'm a friend saying those we see.
Okay.
It is a way, but you're frozen. Gagantuan,
yeah, Gaga. Yeah,
Gaga lead. I'm saying, Miss Gaga lead. Well, it is a who or Hinewa, Muyari, Namako Hospital. Hospital is a whole complex setup. Dr. Nashon, why your lab? Why requesting lab amount? Why call your lab? Who the bread doctor? Doctor, no, lab, no, better should actually drama. Sana statistical service no sote. Inti no, oma be kan, oma ye lab, oma be kan ye. Ye dudu say, ye daha, ye num so say, ye nko school say, send. Inti no, I just hear my prescription to it. So what I say. But if we are not linking the prescription to the data na as a wako lab, na the lab na brem na still a wako herbalist. Na lab ni amfa nya adwuma. Okay. Sanity.
Ghana for some person we must hear the Chrome has say so far and fear to do saying that mostly yet say ye counting the park because ocean last time yeah somewhere 2021 Google my 32.83 million people as a 2021 into years you know as and say economy no yeah nipa no so yeah kosro and I say yeah buffer
yeah kosro. Say your growth rate near 2.1 into your cost all the time. Your cost all the time. It is say we say next time but no I can see account. No I can see account. No I can see account. What I say? Okay. So until me just at a way.
Dabi
I just say we increase. Okay. Now until you can see I could do that. That is the issue. Because there's a normal weight for healthy living. What I say? There's a normal weight for healthy living. Into growth is good. But it's not all growth that is good. It is a cancer is growth, but it's good. It kills. That's what I say. Until you have to grow, but you have to grow at a rate that the most important is what do you want?
Ni awo hwehwe
as on mind.
Baby awo bedu won pempenso. Nti nka yenye ye growth ne nkosai. To you.
You see, it's still data. The data says say every country grows at 1%. You double the population in 70 years. That is mathematically done.
Yeah.
If you grow at 2%, it means you double in 35 years. There is no developed country that grow at 2%. Because it is not possible to improve quality and expand at 2%. It is not possible to improve quality and expand at 2%. So what I say. And you know, because of the way they are going into. Me because school is use blackboard, ne chalk. When you blackboard ne chalk ni na no the computers as you say. Yes, you are still at school and that. It is only top and go the speed.
I want to cram and into Munaya and
teachers and cram and school. Okay. So what I say. So it depends on what you want.
My young compare your population to a numerous workroom say I want to so be on the work hire because can no nka wo be wiesu apon a wo wie kra na CEO se ejira hono ma wo ma come to my office and na ye be wiesu ne da so te ho
ye nye first no that time population no na is about 6 million
yes
yeah
no so
what I say yeah no so nti adwuma no chemo mo legon say no mo that 2 in a bed ye fence 2 in a room e ma mo aduane wo wie car be si ho ni ade so mo ka car be si ho And then so dear, Unemployed Graduates Association, IBB. So what do we want? Should define what we do. Say maybe if say and the pay much me before see. And yes, say me I drove to this place. So the end should decide what you do. The end result should decide what you do. What I say. So if you do not define what you want, it's very difficult to know where you are going. Because as for traveling there, so to car na say the sequence ni baby akwa baby abeko bia we say petrol we say we say, but where are you going? What I say.
Any nya wo hwe dem so obenya.
Any nya wo hwe nim say obenya. Yeah. So what I say. Because you see what we forget to connect the dots. Me a woman some years back. Tell us you some years back. Ya wo no ye nim say ubeko school anya sa. Ye nim say ubeye adwuma. Yes sir. If we do not plan the end from the beginning, we miss it all the time.
But Ghana had plan yet to juma. Because over here, see our National Development Planning Commission, you almost made 5 years development plan. I almost showing him so minor. You bet me do, but mostly you do because of your politics. I hear Okroma say every government bar on policies or their bread to memo for.
You see, I think the most important policy is well-being of people. That should be the politics. Okay. The well-being and quality improvement all the time should be the politics. And so I feel very bad when we say the good old days. Because today is supposed to be better than yesterday. And tomorrow is supposed to be better than today. That is progression. You get it? Because you say you're Christopher. And our life is supposed to lead to perfection. You get it? And you cannot be perfect when you are going backwards.
I say, oh man, you enquire them, and now you market time, and now we are worse.
You see, they shouldn't say. I mean, I don't want to. Those things are subjective, and I don't like doing subjective things. I just give you the way say, and then you make the decision yourself, whether it's this or that. What I say, subjection is putting your way say on somebody, which is a bit way. You know, me son, na me turn and they what I say, yes. Don't be way. Okay. Okay. And then there were other people on the street that we were selling with. But you realize that at 8 o'clock everybody goes home. At 8 o'clock in my time you don't see any child on the street. I was then. And then streets are your bedroom, hall. And the surprising and sad thing soon say, Senka Obi was street so and Kabeti radio so say Obi san the buyer. She said, "Obi angasa ne buy." No, I normal. So new normal something that society na So what do we want? What I say? I didn't now call American colonial law because the state will not allow it. Because the system is working. Because the system is not that is working. That's what they want. Because they know say the children are the building blocks. Doctor, Ghana ye vision ana. Me pacho minim. See any vision from Kakrana Woka about America so modiano ombota yesa kwalada benya baby papa da because they understand they say you see the most vulnerable the children are your building blocks simple we were children armed robbers were once children everybody pilots were once children teachers everybody that's what I say so if you do not make them grow the way they should go, then they will depart, like the Bible says. Yeah. What I say. So every country, the children are the building blocks. They will either make or break the society. Treat them well. In America, doing the Ghana phone, we are not in Kolanaba because I had here. But I want to do some stage. I want to interview. Because the system knows it's an illiterate child is a danger to himself and to the society. So you can't even do it. So that's the system. By so dear, your friends say you better be. No more unit in Yandi. Now, I know unit is enough for a full year. Now, patriotism no here. Now you're freedom. And I say, if you do not, you give me, I give you what you gave me. If you gave me bitterness, why do you expect me to give you otherwise? From where you sit, at the end of Ghana a priority as it stands now. You see, Ghana a priority near emergency issues, not important issues. Emergency ni say flood aba not aba we see yeah. But go back to why the flood. Who Netherlands? The Netherlands, it means the sea is, the land is under the sea. That's the name. Meanwhile, they live in harmony. Because you cannot fight nature. Nature will always win.
Yeah.
Into Omatia says they are just cohabiting with nature. Into Omo in line. Until they're taking advantage of nature. Nature is rather serving them. But we will build in the waterways because of dry season. In so there, it will do its thing.
On the double no do on Fako Sawi and DC MPP on Fako the person you are.
No. Because it's nature, yes. Because that's nature. What I said, you cannot fight nature. You only the entire plane windows near oval. First near square. Almost starting near square. No more high. They were not traveling very high. But almost started so more high with square. 5 planes just imploded. In the scientists in the bar, you better not see. And who say high, the pressure is very high. And
because almost cost.
And the pressure concentrates at the edges in the square and the manibun until they did over so they can live with nature. So you cannot fight nature. You have to learn what nature wants.
And you adjust.
Otherwise, you be with in your mom adjust life expectancy 90 years, 80 years. Yeah, I see there be. Yeah, we will fight it till we all die. 40, 50, 60. The life expectancy 64. We are increasing.
Ghana Bay.
Oh.
Can we reach the system America used to? Despite seeing him so warm.
If we want it. If we want it, yes. You should want something and you can do it. I don't want it to be personal, so I will not go personal. But you have to want it, and it will happen. But you should know, say, there's always trade-offs. You cannot want to be a doctor, but to say, oh sorry, I know what that.
And you're possible.
So you trade off your time for sleeping with learning. So there's a trade-off. But if you want to have your cake, you can't eat it. Have your cake and eat it. That's an issue. So yes, we can, but there's a trade-off. There's a price we have to pay. If you want to stay healthy, you have to eat healthily. You have to exercise. You have to do certain things. You cannot just then you will sleep and then you won't do anything and you want to be healthy. It's not what you want, but what works. So it's possible.
But society nankasa ye woman at a point you bet me at na ya hold your leaders responsible for all this are okay. And also we also have to work for ourselves.
You see, leadership is cause, everything else is effect. Leadership is cause. 1974 meaning baby now.
So
74. 74.
Okay.
And our Biden say we should stop left-hand drive and do right-hand drive. People made noise, we still did it. What you say? Last year, I was saying, I say 11. One more year, they didn't know, be 11.
I'm to buy.
What you say? Yes, a Ghana card. Since I'll come, maybe a Ghana card. So leadership is cause, everything is effect. We just have to understand the benefits to us because certain things cannot be imposed. If you are why you need collaboration. That's what I say. So we all have to understand, say, you cannot be better than your society. You get it? There are certain things that are common that we all have to do together to better our lives. If you are sick, you could invest, fine, no problem. But and I do that honor say BBC of ambulance ni who ufie kwan. What I say? And I say nso a yiri Crawford ball a Google them. Into nso na yiri. Into who sika why everything right. But then you still pay for it. So there are certain things we all have to come together and say I'm so ubuntu no. What I say? We all have to come together and say this is the common good. So we all trade off and so we can all benefit. But that one will take leadership.
Yes, or leadership.
Yes.
Why am I having kind of
you know, sir, what to say? I'm an for na some way migration. It's a population policy they are doing. Is it the individuals who is doing it?
No.
Is it not? It's the country. Because the country has seen the big picture. What I said. That's what I'm saying. Every country does population issues. In terms of big picture, and no man decide to say Africans now, go school now, because they are not investing in infrastructure and things. The Kakra now go school between the ages of 25 and 40. Our graduates, lottery. It's a government policy.
But yes, you Lucy and Crawford, especially
but
now.
The issue is that you see, countries are supposed to think of themselves. If I were the population expert in Canada, I would not be talking the way I'm talking.
That's true.
I won't be talking the way I'm talking. I will be talking migration. Say, policies because I'm solving my problem. So you have to also solve your problem.
Because of late, health sector, you say your mana yatete on the brain drain koso ye yatete we na okobi maso. And last time a been in Central for doing command a honum savings is better than say why you juma for 4 years in Ghana when Timmy and save we but call Canada at least for 4 months with Timmy a save and no kahuntina ye mebono echo.
But the issue soon is you also have to know, say, you see, we are all losing. And it's, I mean, you see, water does not flow upwards by itself. Is engineering.
Yeah.
The natural flow of water is lower than near one. So what I say. So if you do not also make it attractive for your people to stay, there are pull and push factors. So what I say. There are pull and push factors. Me go school no. Me my teacher ni. Who Obia said Jimmy Bawo has it. He didn't see anybody.
That is the protocol now.
No. And now school come in Kobe. Yes. What I say? The class sizes were good. The class sizes were good. The outcomes were good. You get it? So you just go through it and then you are okay. But then soldier for pay 500 20,000 to apply.
The nipa be applicants be na
so that should tell you say we are not looking at the root cause of our issues. What's the point in having what would you rather want to have a few and everybody employed? Ushe other countries now, almost universities are. By the first year, within the first year, 95% of them are all employed because they are matching the employment with the fertility. And
I think so boil it down to now the buyer.
Exactly. That's what I'm telling you, that in the beginning is so important. And to say we see a the most important is the foundation, the one that nobody sees. Is the foundation. But the foundation is what will support. If we don't look at the beginning, and we see a patchy to be now crack now patchy.
I think so, it's the same thing at Ghana for year. And with the school system now, I think so Ghana, your school system, the social courses now you study with school now, you be ban on the job market, you won't be busy.
So we are not matching what we need. That's what it goes back to what do you want?
Yeah.
So if you say your chrome has say your oil. Now you will cocoa, now you will bauxite. That is, and we want to harness it. That should inform the educational system. So what I say.
What do you propose then? Say we should, in terms of Nyawoke.
Yeah. Now, say first now, in those days now, you hear doctors. We are now nurses, we put in place policies that will attract people to that profession. It was intentional. What I say? So life is very intentional. Life is not ad hoc. It's not like what's you pay a comedy to be then. You decide what you want to eat before you go to the market. Anna.
Yeah.
What decide this and you may the benkuni nkruma. Yes sir. And so no market. You don't go to the market. Now, hey, mehu bayire na mato, mehu banji, mehu. That's not what you do.
Because once I'm planning.
Because once I'm planning the end from the beginning. So you should plan what you want. Then you go to the market for it.
Then I think it's a Ghana you will Juba Kessia Day anymore was here.
No, I don't think it's a big issue. I think that if we realize that this is where we want to be, it's like the prodigal son. Okodo man who say we are Mohammed. So this is what I want to do. If we decide this is what we want to do, I'm sure within the 5, 10, 20 years we should be on.
Because social population is 32.83 million now a man and member at par now a total acquired dinner de maya, and we need to go back again.
You see, the issue is that the population now is less than 3 million electoral taxes.
That's true.
It's because of also the structure. Children don't pay taxes. You have more than 40% of your population children, so they don't pay taxes. What you saying? The rest of them who pay taxes are unemployed. You get it? But if you go to a place like Singapore, where they have 6 million, you get it? You have about the same 3 million people paying taxes in huger quantums because of the development they have put in themselves.
I am just hoping say a time will come Ghana and say na yenya abambi obeka say wo two part at least betu ya.
That is what almost everybody is doing.
Yeah.
That's what almost everybody is doing. India, who say India is progressing, that's what they are doing. You cannot progress without looking at your population. Your friends say Rwanda, that's what they are doing. Rwanda has put family planning as an economic intervention. It's not a woman's issue. Family planning is an economic intervention in their vision. Their vision statement. Almost central as an economic intervention. What I say. But majority of the African countries, family planning is donor supported. But how do you let donor support family planning, then you support educational system? Which one is more expensive? Life is full of choices and efficiency.
And you're making your choices right. As if I am no. But yet you are making the question viable. I say, should we continue to give birth or we should minimize our way of producing children? What's our way forward? I think so.
You see, life is about timing.
Okay.
It's about timing and it's about time. The Bible says it. You get it. There's a time to plant and a time to reap. A time to be born and a time to die. Me say, this is not my time to give birth. It's past. Yeah. What I say. So there's a time for everything. You give birth at a time where the mother is healthy, so that the mother is healthy, baby is healthy. That is the most important indicator in giving birth. Mother healthy, baby healthy. So you don't give birth where mother dies and baby is left. You get it? Or in quick successions where life is compromised for both mother and baby.
Oh, me pebema, me pobano, and also kahuna ya ubebrebeno.
Oh, me pebema, me pobano, and also kahuna ya ubebrebeno. But for me, ukasa pebema na poba. Then for me, you actually being spiteful to God because He decides what He gives you, and you should decide what you can take care of. What I say, He decides what He gives you. He can even decide not to give you. It doesn't mean that you don't continue to worship Him. It means you are not appreciating His gifts. That's what I think.
Okay, yenya ya dance pa but yenya ntia sa adofo bi edi wo ma woda enem se ya brand ya ya bi o say happy glorious birthday and come Lady D ya we penny kwanche for Edma Lady D Palo and event who was Spinters if Samuel credible chen what dey amanti Sami say and come ni nuaba ni dofo Lady D see Edma Lady D Palo and event and no I was Spinters was nya menko so anya okese and afesu Kofi Mensa oklu dodo na for menzi ya we alumni at Accra Technical University. Me patro wishes way if you lovely sister your friend Konkra ya wo Accra Technical University and what they ma wo was so what do so edobium Doctor appear yes sir.
And me birthday 25 me last
patro wish no yeah ma always we are make sure na me dey send na dia ma no patro get me a share camera no I wish no yeah so yeah
okay me wish me ba Sharon we did 25 last year. I mean, Enra, happy birthday. Oh, you kisses here, but however.
Okay.
By the year. Sharon, happy birthday. Mommy loves you so much.
Mommy, Pacho, yes, sorry, Nkonyas, your last words to Ghanaians on population. Yeah, Kenya na bibiki to be done. Yes, sorry, Nkonyaso.
You see, my last words in this, senya me kan fiti asieno. Yekosia dear edebeboa enye ye but omane nyina because me taxpayers na tua me school fees enti no me bana say me chire mo ade ampam cho mususu ye me na mu ntie ni America no e be boa ye nyina entimi da mas
ma jota yes ye that fa enti mu aya na issue bi ba bonte a yes mu ntam pemu hwehwe obi won ma I think so most Ghanaians and doctor to the bia we listen just to attack.
It's normal.
Yes,
no, it's normal.
To your bo a digest issue no after the positive.
And your Ghanaians is human nature. Because you see, nipa throw a dear own name. And as part of self-preservation, you want to maintain the status quo. So it's normal. Not
just a would you my dear na yet no. I think say people want to feel like I say yenim bibia.
And that is why the Bible says you have to be humble. So you have to be humble to have an open mind. You have to be humble to listen. But that you are protecting it is normal because you fear the unknown. But you should be humble enough to listen.
Tell Dr. Carr 1974, your woman, I'm a cassia woman. I mean, how? Okay, we see Auntie Jumedi and Hassan and Brema Quasi and Fancy. I know, sir, and the doctor Casabebre, and T. I want to see any one church and Oberfa. Now, what they are bravo, when T. Woo Sijna ye, and Nasa walk to a bar, yeah, you will write, so timid to a bar. No, said Jinayana, woo see Nipana Wabano. Policies ban what they are about, sha, a bit to be a bois wabrabo. Now, a woman titibu, na be mammy wo. 13 I was saying what tram mammy is on your mano and if you are sick on him if you are assessor Adriania can hear mammy and dinner and then you be an dinner chemicals and what system no I know what dinner 2 questions of mammy was also manabrosoa I'm sure you are now health no what tiano na wankasa how bra wo se odi dere busia wontimi ni de wo show afo a na woni ni kosu na ni pan wa active no okoba afi no wo no ho but mi hu yanka besine Ghana for ye nyam anu aduro we are singing akra enyaye ena no pe ne Dr. Letitia Adelaide apia wono executive director the National Population Council ena ye share di encomonti watie free wonom osinsusuye we medically ena wo ka kirem ti ya asemba mususu ntwa adopa na ye mu bi ya no ya se besewa bibe obi betimi edi watem ama wo hwa hwem kra se wudware kra ho mfi ti enaro fe yemfa se da ema alijana afi so production team wo ma ye adwuma Evelyn saso na Grace ye nuaba wo munyina ato obo ase aboye chidom patience munyina ebebo ye chidom kama na credible so ne birthday no say your boss is here so NC biem emfa team happy special birthday enkoma Lady D ya ye penny kwanche for the Lady D palo and event we juma e was sprinters okay team pacho oba fe Lady D wono na ne phone down say na fi Samuel ye credible nche sami and what they are credible okay and here that's is na Kofi Mensa oklu dodo na from Menzi dear so any Yenua Bema Kofi Mensa oklu Menzi ononom oya alumina ewo Accra Technical University wish we if you want kasa wunua ba konkranche ewo Accra Technical University wose wodo power appreciate ade bia wo ye de mano edi ameje so na no penny Gagantuan le hine wa kese bua yadam nyina se rade adoma ochina eya fofi dante ebehia na chese nyame adoma fiada ene ebehia yedobosi